did you face any obstacles as it relates to getting Naya to and through school, being an educator? How was balancing? Was her grades great during that time? You're an educator, you want the best for her, getting her through school. Was there any struggles or obstacles? And if they were, how did you get through that? And what were some of your biggest highlights in seeing your education background propel her to where she may be today?
Well, Nia was a dream come true from beginning to end.
Absolutely.
Okay. I taught her how to read. When I was pregnant with Nia, I would rock in the rocking chair every night and read to my fetus. So she came out reading. She wanted to, I read to her every day in my rocking chair. I would literally, while I was nursing her, I was reading to her as well. So she almost came out reading. By the time she was 2, she knew all her letters. I
Wow.
was teaching her her sounds. By 3, she was blending sounds together. CVC words, so words like can and hat and that and pet. She was reading 3-letter words and small books. At that point, by 4, she was reading books. So she came out wanting to read. I mean, I nurtured that. And so, no, she was always in the talented and the gifted programs, and in the top classes. So she had a strong foundation. I gave her a strong foundation. So being a mom, I would say the only challenge I had was when she was in a different school than I taught in. That was the challenge, like trying to be in 2 places at once, sort of dropping her off and then getting to my school. So for part of my career, particularly in elementary school, she was either at my school or the school right next door to my school,
Okay.
which made my life easier because when my babysitter, my teen babysitter years later, who I hired to pick me up, quit, I just had a conversation with the principal at the school next door, and she was able to be at the school adjacent to mine. And I had a couple of my 4th graders go pick her up for me, which was her class was down the hall from my class, and basically it was win-win. It was win-win. That would be the only challenge that I had. But academically, no, she loved reading. She was highly literate and no issues, no issues. By the time she turned 6 and a half, I relocated to Virginia and bought us a, brand new condominium townhouse. And she made a smooth transition right into that school, the same school I taught in. She was in 1st grade, so it all worked out.